In this video, I'll show you exactly how I'm helping a local barbershop in New York City bring their customers back more often and get new customers without dancing on TikTok or doing anything overly complicated. If you're a barbershop owner who's tired of slow days and empty chairs and doesn't want to become a social media influencer, you're going to love this. By the end of this video, you'll have a step-by-step system that you can implement to do this yourself, or an easy way to reach out so that we can help you get this accomplished for your local business. It'll work for not just barbershops, but for any local business that has customers coming in the door and wants more of them and wants to bring those customers back more often. Most barbers and local business owners know how to cut hair, and they're experts at that, and they've had years of experience with that. But they don't know how to run Instagram ads or text messaging campaigns or email campaigns, or set up all the technology to run in the background of their business that helps create this engine and consistent flow of customers. They don't know how to build a complicated website that really is effective, how to update and optimize their Google business profile effectively. So that's fine. They don't need to worry about that. Honestly, barbers and other local business owners shouldn't have to worry about that. What they're lacking is a simple marketing system that works in the background that frees them to focus on their customer and the person in the chair in front of them, so that they can build a great reputation in their community without having to worry about all of the tech stuff that's running in the background. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. You're going to get to watch over my shoulder as I do this for Ray's Barbershop in Tribeca, Manhattan, New York City. He's got a great business. He's been in business for over 15 years. He's got a steady stream of clients, but he's got a big barbershop, a lot of chairs to fill, a lot of clients that aren't coming in often enough or referring enough other customers, and not enough new business to keep his chairs filled. So what we're going to do is dive into what we've learned about his business, where he is today and where he wants to be, and how we can bridge that gap using a simple marketing system. And you'll get to watch me build it. At the end, you'll learn how you can do this yourself, or how you can hire me to help you accomplish this in your own business. So the first thing that we're going to do is dive in and try to find the 3 biggest wins that we can have for turning his business around with capturing lost customers that he's missing out on right now. And the first thing that I found was hidden in his Google Maps listing. If I search for him on Google, this will show up like this, or if I search on Google Maps, same thing. The issue isn't his reviews. You can see his reviews are stellar. He's got 878 reviews, and the average is 4.8 out of 5 stars per review. So his reputation is excellent. He provides a great service. His shop is really well maintained, and he has just an excellent reputation that he's built over time from his customers. But on his listing here, you see a link to his website. What happens when we click on that? I've already done it, but it brings up this login page. So if I'm searching for a barber in Tribeca or wherever my neighborhood is, and I click on the link to their website, and it takes me to a screen like this, that it's broken, it doesn't work, or let's say even the website is there, but it's super out of date, or there's no website listed. I don't have as much trust in that barber being a legitimate business that's active, that's ready to respond when I need a haircut or any other type of service if I'm looking for a different type of business. So he's losing out on potential customers there. The other thing is it lists services here. If he had his services listed on his website, what he offers, haircuts, beard trims, neck shaves, whatever the services are, and the pricing, or even if without the pricing, they would show up here, and it would be an easy way for me to see if he offers what I'm looking for. And also, it would be ideal to have the pricing, because I want to know if he's in my budget. If I'm looking to spend $30 on a haircut and he charges $300, I know to move on to the next barbershop. If he, at least I can get an idea of the price range. So that's the first thing we're going to fix. We're going to rebuild his website, publish it, and link it, and make sure it's all flowing through to Google and Google Maps and other listing sites, so that people can easily find his site, find the services he offers, and know what his pricing is to make a quick decision on whether or not they want to go there. The second major problem that I discovered for Ray not being able to grow the business the way he wants to is that he doesn't have a way to proactively reach out to customers. He doesn't have any kind of contact list or database or CRM, customer relationship management system, where he's saving customer contact info so that he can then reach out to them and build a relationship with them over time. So the way we're going to solve that is by building that database for him. I'm going to set up a system where there's a couple of things. One is a tablet in the barbershop. When customers walk in, a barber will greet them and say, "Good morning, how are you? Welcome, we're so happy to see you. Please sign in here," and then I'll walk you over to your chair. And the customer takes less than 5 seconds to put in their first name and phone number. Then after that, the system is going to work in the background. The barbers don't have to think about it. Ray doesn't have to worry about it or manually reach out to customers one by one, although he can certainly still do that because he'll have their information. But there will be a system that follows up later to thank them for coming in, thanking them for their business, thanking them for thinking of Ray's Barbershop, and maybe asks them for a review. Not every time, but sometimes we'll ask for a review, or that they recommend his barbershop to a friend or coworker or someone else that they know who might need a haircut. And it'll also know that if a customer hasn't come in about maybe 2 months or so, it'll reach out to them and invite them to come back in. Ray wanted to offer a special discount occasionally if that happens. So it might say, "Hey, Joe, we haven't seen you in a couple months. We've missed you. Would love for you to come back in. I have some openings this week that I would love to offer you a $10 discount. Should I save you a seat?" Or something like that. Very simple messaging, just a friendly reminder for them to come back in. That's going to make a big impact, going from having no way to reach customers unless they actually show up in the shop, because he doesn't have a booking system. He doesn't have an online appointment system. So he has no way to actually save their information right now and then to reach out to them. So this is going to take him from that to being able to grow a list of customers that he can reach out to with friendly messaging to remind them to come back in and to think of him first above other barbershops and to recommend him above other barbershops. So he already provides that amazing service in the shop. Now he has a way to communicate better with his customers, and that'll solve a big problem for him. This is the third problem that he has. He doesn't have a social media presence whatsoever. So if I'm here, I look for barbershop, and all these barbershops show up in Manhattan, and slowly they populate here based on where I'm looking. But he's not showing up at all. So I'm here in Tribeca. His shop is right around here somewhere, but it's not even showing up. So that's a problem for him, because people that might be looking through Instagram or Facebook or other social media platforms to find a local barbershop aren't finding him, and they're never going to know he exists if they don't actually go to Google Maps to look for him. So do you remember earlier we saw that he had over 800 reviews and they were a 4.8 out of 5-star average? We're going to utilize that incredibly valuable asset that he's put a lot of effort into growing over time, and we're going to amplify that to build his reputation on social media without him having to record content, to think of new ideas, to be clever and smart and creative, because that's just not his strength, which is fine. He's focused on working with customers and building his reputation through the service he provides, not being that social media influencer. But we're going to take those reviews and we're going to set up a system where every single time that Ray gets a positive review, it's going to be posted to his social media with a quote from the customer if they left an actual description of their review, or the 5 stars that they left, and it's going to be shared publicly so that people can see Ray's got a great reputation, and then it will list his business locally on Instagram and other social media platforms so that people can more easily find him. And that will increase the stream of new customers that he gets, in addition to the other systems that we're building that are going to increase the repeat business that he gets. So to bring it all together, we're going to quickly summarize the 3 big problems that are costing Ray business for his barbershop, the 3 solutions that will provide him quick wins, and then what you can do next in your own business to make sure you're solving any problems that are out there. The first big problem that we found was he doesn't have a website, or at least not a working one, and he has a Google listing, but no website to build trust with search engines or with people who are looking for services that he provides. So we're going to build an SEO, search engine optimized website that's very simple, offers all the information that any prospective customer might want, and also feeds that information out to search engines, AI tools, and things like that, where people are looking online. And so he'll be more likely to be found, he'll rank higher in search results, and he'll bring in more new customers through the door because of that. The second big problem we found was he has no way to proactively contact customers. So we're going to pull in his database from his POS, his payment system that he takes payments in the shop with, from his phone where he has contacts there. We're going to put them all into a centralized database. It's called a CRM, Customer Relationship Manager, or management system. It's an app. He can pull up any contact on his phone. He can call them, he can text them, he can email them if he has all of that information, and we're going to pull it together and set up automated marketing campaigns. Very simple, and it's done for him. He doesn't even have to think about it, but we're just going to send out friendly reminders every month saying hi, keeping in touch, making special offers around discounts that he wants to offer for his customers, bringing in referrals, and just really building that relationship over time so that his customers think of him first whenever they need a haircut, and they think of him first whenever they know somebody else who needs a haircut. So that's going to build his business in a big way by just implementing that customer database and proactive marketing campaigns to reach out to them. The third big problem that we found was he has no social media presence. Now, Ray, for his barbershop, he doesn't want to be a social media influencer. And I joked in the beginning about doing, dances on TikTok to try to bring in customers to your business. He's not going to do that, and you don't have to do that either. What we are going to do is take one of his biggest assets, which is a really positive list of reviews, 5-star reviews, hundreds and hundreds of them, and we're going to post them consistently on social media channels that are also linked to his Google listing and to his website. And that is just part of this machine that is going to bring people's attention to his shop and bring in more customers through the door. And he never even has to open a social media app to do that. It's all going to be automated, so Ray doesn't have to think about it. He can focus on the customers in his shop. Now, if you can relate to any of the 3 problems that we're trying to solve here for Ray's Barbershop, and you would like to solve those problems yourself, I wanted to give you a quick idea of 2 different options you might have to solve those problems. And that's a done-for-you solution or a do-it-yourself solution. And either way, feel free to reach out to me. I've got my email, phone number there. You can call and text me. And just let me know if you'd like the do-it-yourself solution. I can give you a guide and the software tool that you can use to solve these problems. It's going to take about 2 or 3 months probably to build it all out, to do all of the work, and a lot of time and effort on your part, but it's a pretty economical way to do it. You just pay for that software. The guide is free. I'll send that over to you, and it'll show you how to do it yourself or have somebody on your team do it to solve these problems. If you prefer to go faster and have me do this for you to implement a done-for-you marketing system that solves at least 3 of the biggest problems that's costing you business today, I can send you just information on how to do that. I work with small businesses, so I have a very streamlined process for implementing this quickly and getting up and running really quickly. First, diagnosing the biggest challenges you're facing, and then solving them quickly for you. So reach out, and I can send you some information on that. And if you mention that you heard about this through YouTube, I'll waive the setup fee. So I'd love to hear from you about that if you think you need some help either doing it yourself or having me do this for you, solving these problems that are costing you business today. Thanks so much for taking time to watch this. I really, truly appreciate that and hope it was helpful for you and your business. If you know somebody who could benefit from it, please share it with them and then subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video.